LocalBozo.com is proud to have with us as our guest for an exclusive interview, frontman of Brand New Sin, Kris Wiechmann. Kris, thanks so much for giving us some time today.
Thanks a lot for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Kris, since 2005, Brand New Sin has undergone some different lineup changes. Can you talk about the lineup that currently stands now, and how confident are you that this is going to be the lineup for years to come?
Well, I've been in the band since day one. The lineup these days is a lot different. In a lot of ways, it's a completely new band. Charlie and I have been playing together for, well over 10 years now. We just didn't want to start from the beginning, We had enough of that, and our name was pretty much what we had. And, we still play a lot of the old stuff from the early days. But the lineup today is a lot different in a lot of ways. First and foremost, me being the singer of the band by default, mind you. But I dig doing it, and I'm having a good time doing it. Our new guy, Tommy, our newest guitar player, he's a younger kid, but he's fitting right in, and I don't see any problems in the near future, man. We're getting along better than ever, and the writing is coming quicker than ever, and everybody, it's just really clicking for the first time in a long time. I mean, we went through an era there where it's like, man, it just felt like everybody was jumping ship, but, I'm glad we stuck it out, and I'm glad we have a solid lineup again,
Speaking of the writing, 2011 saw the release of United State, the band's first release on the Goomba music label. How did the writing and recording on this record change from 2009's Distilled, your first effort as the frontman?
Well, it changed. It changed for one way, for the main way, when we got T-Bird on board, when we got Tommy, our new guitar player. When we got him on board, he's the type of guy that he just doesn't ever stop. I mean, he's always got a guitar, kicking around riffs and stuff, which is different from the way I write. A lot of times I'll come to the band with a whole entire song, and then we'll just, work out the parts and everything. But and that's pretty much how we did Distilled. Distilled was a record that was pretty much, I came to Charlie and Kevin because we were a three-piece at the time. And I was just like, here's the songs. Let's, tell me what you think, and we'll fix what you don't like. And, but the songs are there. With a lot of these songs on United State, we put them together as a band. A good handful of them we did. I mean, there were still a couple that were more the Distilled vibe, but it had been a while since we did the process like that. There were a couple of them I can think of off the top of my head. Infamous being one of them. The way that song came about was we were just on tour somewhere. Can't even remember where, but we were at a campsite, staying at a campsite, and T-Bird had the acoustic out, and he started playing the riff, and I had the lyrics, and before you know it, we put a song together, and it's refreshing to write like that, after having not done it, and which was a pretty long time, But that's the main way it different. The main difference is definitely having Tommy come into the picture,
Absolutely. So, what's been the biggest challenge for your band in getting your name out there in a crowded rock music scene without the benefit of rock radio, which doesn't really exist anymore?
It's tough, man. I got to be honest with you. I mean, with obviously having a website and all the different ways, you can go out, you can go discovering a band. I mean, if it weren't for those things, it's funny because I can't even remember how it used to be, and I've been playing in touring bands, since I was 16 or so, and I can remember being on tour and using the dialer on a payphone to call my old man, before cell phones and stuff. But I can't really remember how it used to be before the internet, and I guess that's the main tool that any band has to really give thanks to, I mean, commercial radio, it has always been a big pain in the balls for any independent band to get onto. I mean, we go out of our way to do anything we can, you know. But I mean, we could play acoustically on the radio and everything. It's hard to get into that market, and you know, sadly enough, I really think the answer is just, you know, financing and getting some financial backing to buy your way onto the radio. I mean, at least from where I'm standing, that seems to be the way it works. But you know, then again, I'm just a dumb guy in a band.
Now, you guys have some headlining gigs sprinkled in around some support dates for Slash with Myles Kennedy coming up. After touring with them in 2010, what have you taken from touring with these guys, and what's it been like to open for them on the road?
I don't even have the words to say just what I get. You know, just seeing them guys in action and being around them, you know, off the stage. I mean, they're nothing but professional and cool and kind and courteous, and we try and give it right back. I mean, we've been at this a long time, so we have tour etiquette and such, you know. I mean, we don't get in anybody's way, and we're definitely, if anything, we're just plain grateful to be there. But I guess what I take away from them as a band and them as individuals, and what I'm most inspired by is just the level of professionalism. I mean, these guys are, if there was a professional band, it would be these guys. The way they go about doing the show is just, and my God, the players, it's just like the most top-notch band I think I've ever seen, you know. It's definitely a pleasure.
Now, Brand New Sin's going to be stopping locally on May 22nd at Irving Plaza, opening for Slash featuring Myles Kennedy. As a band based out of Syracuse, what's it like for you guys to play in New York City?
In New York City, you know, we don't really play in the city too much anymore. The surrounding areas, it's kind of a tough thing to play in New York City. It's just it's one of those markets that every band has to get into, but you know, not so much anymore, because I mean, we don't even travel with a trailer anymore. But every time we used to play the city, you know, we could always count on like a parking ticket, and you know, if at best it was always like a wash, you know, playing there. But you know, it's got the big industry people are there, and we got a lot of friends there and stuff. It's good to get in there, but it's best to get in there for a band like us to get you know, a direct support slot or an opening slot for a band that actually is guaranteed to draw a lot of people. You know, it could be a hit or miss for us. You know, we never know.
Yeah, I mean, totally understand that. Now, with the current tour slated to run through the end of May, what do you guys have going on for the summer and the rest of 2012?
Well, ideally, what we'd like to get, and what we're working on the best we can, trying to work the connections we have. We'd like to get Brand New Sin over to Europe with you know, a direct support slot or an opening slot for a band that could kind of break us in over there. We really, that's what all the guys in the band and myself included. We really want to get over to Europe and tour throughout Europe. But if we can't land that, our backup plan is we actually have an acoustic type of side project that we do locally and regionally. It's not a lot of heavy gear, so it's you know, it's easy to load in, load out, and you know, we can make a decent penny playing it. And we got a bunch of shows booked for the summer, and we've also got in the works an EP we want to do with that band as well. The band is called Hobo Graffiti, by the way, and it's I would describe it as like high energy acoustic rock. I mean, Charlie plays an upright acoustic bass, and I play acoustic guitar, and it's high energy though. And so we got an EP planned for that. And we already have the songs for it, and it's an EP based on local folklore of haunted places around the Syracuse and surrounding area. And we want it to come out like we want to get it done so we can release it like around like a Halloween type date and have a show based around it and everything. But ideally, we would find a kick-ass tour for Brand New Sin to go on. Brand New Sin is our main thing. We just being Brand New Sin around here locally, since we don't play covers with Brand New Sin, it's kind of hard to whore it out around here without getting burned out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like a really fun little side project you have going on there.
Yeah, it is. We actually got a steady weekly gig that pays some of the bills too. So it's fun and it's a good time, and with free drinks and a little bit of money, you can't really go wrong.
For fans that haven't heard of or seen Brand New Sin before, how would you describe the band's live show?
I guess from my point of view, we're just a plain old hard rock band. We got punk rock roots, we got hardcore roots, we got high energy on stage. If you like stuff like Motorhead, I mean, I always aspire to be, to go down as somebody like Lemmy, So I guess I at my first thought, I like to compare us to Motorhead, but then again, being in the band, you're always at kind of a disadvantage. You might get a better answer out of somebody that actually seen us play live, you know what I'm saying?
So, Kris, we're really looking forward to checking you guys out when you're in town on the 22nd. Is there anything else you'd like to leave for the readers of localbozo.com?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for checking us out in the article, and thank you guys for the press. Don't forget to check out brandnewsin.com. It's real easy to remember. You can check out some videos we got up on there, as well as our show dates. And we're going to be included any hobo graffiti dates that you might be able to make it to. It's worth checking out, and come out and share a drink with us. We'd love to see you.
Fans, Brand New Sin's 2011 album, United State, featuring the songs The Lord Came Down and Goddess of War, is available wherever you get your rock music right now. You can also catch the band locally when they come to New York City, supporting Slash featuring Myles Kennedy on May 22nd at Irving Plaza, and tickets are available now. For more information on Brand New Sin and their upcoming dates, check out brandnewsin.com. Kris, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you today on localbozo.com, and best of luck to you in 2012.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks for having me.